Hello, Janice Petteway. If you're listening to these in order, today is Sunday, and I always try to do something that I think is a little bit more heartfelt and family and kind of downtime things on Sunday, because I believe that you should at least have a day, one day a week that you live your life that way. So today I wanted to talk to you a minute about love and it being the gift that you really give yourself. But it really has to start with loving yourself first before others and taking the time to kind of learn how to do that. So I know we talk a lot within this company about taking care of ourselves in every way, physically, spiritually, of course, our business, eating right, exercising, all of that stuff, and evolving, learning personality profiles, and just really every week doing things so that we become better at being ourselves, right? But sometimes we don't really know how to love ourselves. We can say we're eating better and all of that because we're trying to love ourselves, which I guess makes sense. But I don't know. It doesn't always work that way, does it? So today I want you to try something. I think it's sometimes good for us just to kind of go inside of ourselves a little bit when we have some downtime. So take some time today, just move away from your whatever's going on, have some quiet time, get a pad, paper. I want you to write a love letter, but with a little bit of a twist. I want you to write it to yourself. And I'm going to give you a little bit of instructions, but of course you can do whatever you want to do. But I want you to mail it to yourself. Um, I would love for you to give it to someone so that you don't really get it till the first week of January of next year. But if you can't figure out how to do that, mail it to yourself and just put a big note on it that says, do not open till 1/1/21, and put it someplace that you see it every single day, but don't open it because you already know what's in it. So you should be reminded about the things that you wrote to yourself. So how are you feeling about yourself right now? What have you learned? Are you proud of yourself for adjusting to this down time where we're more isolated? And if you're not, what have you learned is still a positive. What even if you think it's not, it is, because you learned it about yourself and then you can work on it. What have you done for your business and your family that you see has been good? And again, if you can't think of anything, I guarantee you that there is, because somehow there's been food in the house and somehow the house is still running and somehow they're clothed and people are resting and all that good stuff. But I'm hoping you have some good things to write about what you've experienced and what you've been able to do as a leader in your own world. And then also I want you to commit to some things you're going to do for this last 6 months of the year. So what is your business going to look like from June through December? What are you committed to? Write it down. Example would be, as we start to come out of our partial isolation, I am going to commit to adding 3 new people to my data bank daily, which means I'm going to meet and communicate with 3 new human beings a day. I'm going to commit to farming a new area, and that's going to produce an extra X amount of income over the next 6 months. And in 2021, it's going to be X more. I'm going to commit to paying off my car. I'm going to commit to keeping some of the things I've learned from this time home alive. Like, for example, I'm going to go on a date night with each one of my children or my spouse or significant other, or whatever it is, once a week or once every other week. And I'm not going to let anything get in my way, including money, because what I have learned during this time is, and write it down. So an example of that may be, I have learned that my children or my significant other or the friends I choose to spend time with do not mind if we spend one penny. I've learned that a walk is as enjoyable as a meal at a fancy restaurant, maybe even more because we can talk. I have learned that a bike ride or going to a park or waterfall or whatever you've learned, but I want you to write this letter, and I want you either to give it to someone that you trust to mail it, but probably better if you just go ahead and mail it to yourself, and then put that note on it, not to be opened till 1/1/21, and then put it in your closet. Maybe even pin it to the wall, someplace you're going to see it every single day. And let's see how it makes you feel, and let's see if it keeps you on the right track. So hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. See you tomorrow.